Hey guys, in today's video I'll be telling you the fastest method to get resonance in Deepwoken. So the fastest method that I usually use to get Bell quickly is by defeating 4 Dukes at power 17 using Boss Path method from Cybex. If you do not have Boss Path method, then you'll have to do 6 Dukes instead, which is still pretty easy to do as long as you know how to defeat Duke quick. So as you might have noticed if you've watched one of my previous videos, this is the exact method that I used to get my Bell extremely quickly on the contract build. But one thing to be mindful of is that your resonance progression method may change when you've actually gotten a point up. So for example, when Cybex sets a different dialogue, it might have changed your Bell progression method. But usually it doesn't happen, but I have had times where I started with boss method and then I switched to drum beats of war, for example. But overall, that's pretty rare, and the chances of that happening are pretty slim. So now on to tips to actually beating the boss. So one of the main things that you may have noticed is my weapon choice, Sacred Hammer. Sacred Hammer is very good for defeating Duke as it is a high posture damaging weapon. Another good weapon that you could use is Fists. Fists do a decent amount of posture and they have a really good swing speed, meaning that you can basically swing and parry Duke's attacks. But the main thing is just experience. The more times you fight him, the easier he is to fight. Because as you kind of learn his attack patterns, it just makes it a lot easier to predict all of his attacks that he's going to do. But anyway, in his shield stage, you should just start with doing absolutely nothing until he attacks first. After his first attack, you can go to him and hit him twice in his shield if he stays still. If it's the heavy punch attack or the strong left attack, then what you have to do is you have to parry trade. So when he hits you, you can get 1 free M1, and then he'll hit you back. So basically it's just parry, hit, parry, hit. For his spear attack, you can either dodge or you can parry. For his kind of circle attack, I don't know what it's called, but the one where you get trapped in the circle and then he will basically combo you. You can parry that, but it's not advisable to dodge it unless you roll cancel, because there are some cases where it'll just infinitely go around you and then just hit you at the time when you least expect it. After you break his shield, he'll go into a more normal attack pattern. So he'll basically go to exactly how he was before the shield. He won't be able to parry anymore. And so if you have the right talents such as Vanishing Follow-Up and I forgot which one, but the one that guard breaks them when they hit the wall, basically you can just infinite combo him until he dies and he won't be able to do anything about it. But if you don't have any of these talents, then you should just keep on trying to hit him, and every single time you see an animation, for example, start or he parries you, then prepare for a follow-up attack, as usually when he parries he will do an attack right after. He also has a chance to summon minions as well while you're attacking him. If he summons the minions, then the best thing to do is to create distance between you and the Duke. If you can't make distance and they keep on they infinitely start comboing you, you can use the new venting ability by pressing G when your tempo is high enough, and it will give you temporary invulnerability frames where you can then get back to a position. Or if you're a heavy user, you can just guard break them and it'll probably instantly kill them. But probably the most important talent you need to have before fighting Duke is Lethal Force, as it is incredibly difficult to actually grip his minions. But you can get Duke to auto grip them by, for example, doing his Stomp attack or Javelin attack. There is also one more additional attack he can do, which he can only do when he hasn't got a shield, which is the basically insta-kill attack, where it summons a massive field around him and around the location where he fires it at, that will drain your health extremely, extremely quickly. The best way to avoid this is just by dashing and getting away from it, but I think you can also parry it, but I wouldn't recommend parry. Please remember to like and subscribe if you found this video entertaining or informative, and I'll see you guys in the next video.